All right, and we'll wrap it up today with University of Washington head coach Lorenzo Romar and senior guard Abdul Gaddy. Lorenzo, you can take an opening remark.
Fun time of year. Early practices. We've had one exhibition game up to this point, and the season starts next week. Here we are at Pac-12 Media Day. Seems to be a buzz around here about the Pac-12 and where it's headed. So we're really excited to be able to bring Abdul Gaddy here in his senior year. And time has gone by pretty quickly so far because I think we're enjoying ourselves.
All right, take questions for Coach Abdul. Question in the middle.
Coach, recently read that no team has won more in any facility than you guys have at Heck Ed. Talk a little bit about that home court advantage for your team.
Well, it's partly like that because I think Heck Ed Simpson Pavilion was there when Abraham Lincoln was president. It's been there a long time. But it is also a fun place to play. It's very intimate. With the renovation back in 2000, I think it's made it a fun place to watch a game. It's definitely fun for our guys to play in it. But it's been around a long time, but there have been some fun times in that building.
On the far left, in the back.
Hi Coach, Sarah Cazell, Pac-12 Digital. We have a fan question for you from a Mr. Brad Charleston on Twitter. And he asks, how do you use Jannard Giroux best? He looks like a matchup nightmare.
Well, Jannard is pretty versatile. Jannard was a 6'3" freshman guard in high school. He grew 7 inches and came to college. He's put on 20 pounds. He's 193 pounds or something when he first came to the University of Washington. And he's put on some weight. He's become stronger. Now he's 6'10" with the same skill set that he had as a freshman when he was 6'3". So he's been working to where he's becoming more consistent in terms of shooting the basketball from the perimeter. He's also been working on scoring down on the block, so he definitely has the potential to become that. But we've seen his development over the course of a year, actually in the last 2 years, and we're pleased and excited to have him in our program.
Question on the left side, in the middle.
Hey Coach, Sean Miller was up here earlier talking about how tough it is going up to Heck Ed, 0-3, how tough it is with the wars that you've been through with the Arizona team since he's been there. Can you talk a little bit about that rivalry?
Whether it's a rivalry or not, I know the last few games that we've played them, if I'm a fan, I want to go to that game. Most of them have been won at the buzzer with just very little time left. They've been hard-fought battles, fought each other tooth and nail. One was in a conference championship, tournament championship game. We've gone to their place. There's been a whiteout the last 2 years. The environment there has been electric. There have been some fun games that have been played between the two of us. And our guys have a lot of respect for the Arizona program. So whenever we play against them, we know that we're going to be up against a very, very good opponent.
Any more questions for this group? Got in the middle.
Abdul, what kind of expectations do you have for yourself this year, being your senior year?
I think the main expectation for me is to be the best leader I can be. I've learned from past guys, mainly Isaiah, Quincy. I've learned from those guys, and then I've talked to past guys like John Brockman and Brandon Roy. Being a senior, you kind of just know everything, defense and offensively, and you're the coach on the floor. And so I think I just want to be the best leader as possible in practice, off the court and on the court, in games, everything.
Stay over here on the right side in the middle.
I was just wondering for both of you, it seems like Washington's had some pretty big personalities as part of the program the last few years. I was wondering, do you expect the chemistry and leadership to be different this time around?
In a sense, yeah. We have great team chemistry this year. It's one of our strengths. And I think that's going to really help us offensively and defensively. We get along with each other so well, and we don't really have that dominant personality that's going to be like, we don't have that one guy that's the face of the team. The team is the face of the team.
I look at our team and look at our co-captains to begin with. Abdul is one of them who is, this year will be a 4-year starter. Has played in championship games, played on the road, has been in some tough environments. Scott Suggs is a 5th-year senior, and then he's also a co-captain. C.J. Wilcox is a 4th-year junior who's also been in the mix and has played in a lot of different situations. I think those guys are going to do and have already began to do a great job in terms of leadership because they know exactly what to expect. We often joke about it after the fact that they can almost predict what I'm going to say to them after a certain situation in practice the next day or at halftime of a game. They can tell our players in advance, the younger players, this is what you're going to have to expect because they know what we want from them at such a high level. And I think that can do nothing but help our team when someone knows the program that well and has bought into what we're trying to do.
Any more questions? All right, hearing none. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All